What the left conveniently leaves out is what an abortion is. What are we talking about when you're talking about a woman's right? What are we talking about when you're talking about reproductive justice? What are you talking about when you are saying something like forced birth? What are you talking about when you're using these euphemisms? As I've said before, if you have to use euphemisms to make your side of an argument palatable, in other words, if you have to lie to make your side of the argument palatable, you're on the wrong side. Whereas when it comes to abortion, all we have to do, all the anti-abortioners have to do is tell the truth. What we're talking about, and I think it's so important, I always bring us back to this, what we're talking about is the murder of babies. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the murder of babies. We are talking about poisoning a baby with pills. We're talking about dismembering a baby inside the womb with forceps. We're talking about in second trimester abortions, taking a needle that is filled with the same combination of chemicals that is used in lethal injections of murderers on death row, inserting that needle with that poisonous chemical into a woman's womb, into her uterus, and if the baby isn't wiggling too much, into the baby's heart, and inserting the poison into the baby's heart to cause a fatal heart attack until that baby dies and can be removed from the mother's womb. That's what we're talking about. And of course, there are even more, if you can imagine it, grotesque forms of abortion that are being performed. We talked about a couple weeks ago with Lila Rose, these 5 second, third trimester babies. Their bodies were disposed. They were found outside of a Washington abortion clinic. They were being thrown away as waste. And we saw pictures of these little babies. And one little baby girl, she was probably close to 30 weeks gestation. So we're talking third trimester here. Her skull was crushed. Her brain had been sucked out. Now, technically, that form of abortion is illegal. That's considered a partial birth abortion, where the doctor, the abortionist, actually induces birth, takes the child's head, the living child's head, out of the birth canal, inserts a tube into the back of the child's skull, and sucks the brain out until the skull collapses. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about abortion. So when you see these people screeching, when you see the people on the left talking about, oh, this is going to set women back. Oh, we're talking about women's rights here. Oh, this is so unjust that our right to abortion is being taken away. That's what they're screeching about. This is not about left versus right. This is not about Democrat versus Republican. This is about light versus dark and right versus wrong.